Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Willis. That's a fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. At the 20. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The BYU offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Willis. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. They're going to throw the football. Extending the play now. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This BYU offense is quickly moving down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Grab made by the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Bears will have first and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, BYU. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The Bears will line up to boot it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Scanning the field, it's Willis. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Return, a pick 6. Touchdown, Bears. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kurt, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout. Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Martin. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Willis. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Cougars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff heading left. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Cougars look to keep this drive moving. And at first down, they go right back to him, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's Willis. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throws to the tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. BYU has now moved into the red zone. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Willis. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back grabs it on the screen. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown for Brigham Young. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. To the air, it's Willis. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive play across midfield, all the way to the 41. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, not quite through. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Dropping back. It's Willis. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And he knocks that one right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and then take us to halftime. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a